right, apparently I gotta pull around back of this building here. Doesn't even look like there is a back to pull around to, but all right, just got back with two monster-sized pallets. $300 for one, $350 for the other, so $650 total. So we're about to pull them off and see what we got, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of, you know, Lowe's, Home Depot type stuff. Hopefully it turns out good. We will see. Kind of go through some of these boxes that were off of those two massive pallets that I bought. Let's see. This is just like a little metal decorative basket. And that's literally just brand new. Put that on a cart, start taking some of this up front. We've got Jiffy seed starting. Looks like little seed starting pots. Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Yeah, they're these little 5-pot little seed starters here, and it's a whole entire box of them here. They're all brand new. Let's see. This says eyelet pliers with eyelets. So let's see. What kind of tape this is. Yep, they're brand new little pliers. And once you make the little, like a little eyelet, and you know, like a banner or something along those lines, or right here, putting it notches in a belt. And these are brand new, and there's 4 in that box. So there's just so much brand new stuff. I mean, a lot of it's small items, but it's just going to add up. Even if you're just talking about $1 to, you know, $2, $3, $4, $5 at a time, tons of that stuff. Like right here, roach bait, liquid roach bait. That's always stuff like this. Any kind of pesticides, insecticides, anything to do with, you know, mice, roaches, ants, all that stuff. Brand new. All this stuff is an easy sell because people are always battling bugs, especially down here. I don't know about in some parts of the country, it may not be as bad, but down here, down south, I don't care who you are, how clean you are, and all that stuff, you're always battling bugs down here. This is quantity of 12. Some kind of connector. Let's see. It's just a Mel quick connect, which would have a lot of different uses, but you put it on the end of a hose and then, you know, go to connect it to a sprinkler or pressure washer, all that kind of stuff. Here's more filters. The box does have a dent in it, but it's like most of them will be fine. Those right there might just be a little bit dented around the edge. And yep, we're gonna just, that would be sold as a case slot there. Oh, just dropped my knife. And then we got a lot of these boxes of paint. See, this one had something spilled on the outside of the box. I believe that's why it ended up on this pallet. But let's see, when you open it up, it's brand new. The can has a little bit of a dent, but it's a whole XO Rust Professional Primer. Whole gallon bucket of primer there. And there's another can. See, that one's dented, and then this one here, it's just, there ain't nothing wrong with it. But I mean, that's just a tiny little dent. That's not going to affect anything at all. But there's more different cans. That looks like some kind of stain. Yep. siding and fence stain. We come over here, let's see what we're gonna find. I think this is like a plumbing part. Yep, brand new kitchen wall drain traps. Whole box of those. Straws, that's kind of weird. That's more of those connectors. This is a different connector of some sort. Oh, metal adapter. Kind of the same thing as that other one, just a different different brand. We got a whole box of 3M respirators here. It looks like it's brand new. Like some of this stuff, you don't even know why it ends up on a pallet. It's just a brand new case. That's something, and why it even ends up on a pallet, who knows? Sometimes that certain model just goes non-stock. Sometimes it could end up just on the pallet by mistake. $10 count, so that's pretty good right there. We've got a Delta tub and shower seat. I'm thinking that the box got smashed right there, and that's what happened with this. It looks like it's brand new, just a smashed box. Something like this, it's not gonna really affect, most likely. Little light fixture here, little cheap light fixture. Needs to be taped up. Another smash box. This is it says it's a stapler. There's a bunch of boxes that said they were staplers, and then there's a bunch of boxes of actual staples. You have see here the packaging got a little bit dented on that one end. And I don't know where the staples. Somewhere there's a bunch of boxes that say they're staples. Now this is a good item here. I think this is paint brushes. Brand new paint brushes. Those are nice right there. Look at these. Like this. Why in the world did this end up on a pallet? Who knows? Like I said, many different reasons, but it's just strange sometimes when you have brand new stuff like this that ends up on pallets, and it seems like it could have, you know, very easily been sold at the store. But that's more of that stapler. There's a grab bar for a, like for in a shower. We got lots of little, these are all dented up, but should still be sellable. And that one I'm not sure. It looks like it's opened up. It's contact cement, and it's kind of around the edge there. Same thing with that one. I'm not sure. Looks like the top could have came open, and it might be all dried out. Then we end up with a portable ice maker here. And this we'll have to take a look at, kind of test out, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. And then there's another one right there out of the box on that ice maker. I think it's the same one. And more of the stapler. Tons of the stapler right here. Try to move some of this. A lot of this is just, you know, the same items. I think, let's see. I don't know what this is. Yep, another Mel Quick Connect. Whoop. Try to move those out of the way for right now so we can see some different stuff. Let's see what's in this big box here. It's like there's a couple light globes in here that I don't know if they have anything they go with or not. And then we've got Extreme Sheen. Oh, metallic paint. Metallic paint. We got bird food. Alright, I just went down to the pallet place and loaded up this 16-foot trailer all the way up there to the front. 7 pallets worth of stuff. Here at the end, I had to take a few things off the top of one and throw here on the floor, but 7 pallets worth of stuff. Really good deal. $700. All right, we got them all unloaded.
Yeah, we got a whole box full of these little shoe stretcher things. And other odds and ends here. Little canteen. Oil filter. Timer, coat hanger, so just a month. Monkey nurse. It's a monkey nurse holding a bedpan. Okay, we got Precious Moments nurse. Official Precious Moments.
A cinema sign, that's cool. This is funny, I've got this same exact sign at home in my basement, like at the downstairs coming up the steps. Air condition, oh wait a minute, it's all one sign tied together. Popcorn, matinee, air conditioned, plush seating. Yeah, these are all cool. And this would hang down, makes like a little corner looking sign. Here's another one, home theater. I wonder if that's... Okay, I bet that hooks onto that. Okay, it's a Plano case, but it does have a broken thing right there with a little locking mechanism, but I don't know if it has a key anyways. It still functions as a case, it's just the locking end right here. Okay, there is the key. So I'm thinking you could still lock it. I mean, it wouldn't be 100%, but you could still lock this one and it would be hard to get into. I mean, somebody could, I guess, try to pull that and pull something out, but we're gonna check out this Halloween pallet. I'm kind of curious what's gonna be on there. I kind of already know there's gonna be good stuff on there. But on the bottom, man, there's a bunch of muriatic acid. Hopefully a bunch of that's not busted open. Weed stop, if that's what's in there. This light was off of that pallet. Hopefully it's not broke. I can hear stuff moving around, but I don't know if it's just the hardware or what. But I want to take just a little bit of a look into this Halloween pallet. It's a Grinch. This is more like a pajama type thing, one of those big onesie things. But I guess if somebody wanted to be the Grinch for Halloween, pumpkin. Here's a big unicorn, or maybe it's a dragon. I don't know. So let's see. We got lights. Here's some more lights. These are cool. Twinkling, twinkling skull. About to crack open another one of these pallets. Oh, let me show all the Halloween stuff. This pallet of Halloween stuff turned out really good. I mean, this one pallet, which, like I said, I paid $700 for all 7 pallets, so you average it out, it's $100 a pallet. But I actually officially got this pallet for free because I bought all these other pallets, and part of the deal was, you know, you get a Halloween or Christmas pallet for free. So you look at all this stuff all out of one pallet. Lots of decor. That's pretty cool right there. But all these lights and this right here, it's hard to tell, but there's a ton of stuff here. There's tons of costumes, masks, and I think there's actually still a few things down in there that still down at the bottom that I haven't gotten out. But this was a pretty good deal. Like I said, if you average it out, it's $100 a pallet if you just do the math like that. But I actually got this thing for free. They gave it to me for free. That's cool right there. A couple masks here. Several of these hanging skeletons, which are pretty cool. All right, so let's go back over and see what we can find in this pallet. And so the first one we did like this, it's just kind of a little bit of everything, from slightly used stuff to heavily used stuff to brand new stuff. I want to check out this toaster right here and see if it's actually in here, and if it is, it's funny. It's an old toaster in there, an old Black & Decker. I bet somebody did the switch where they bought it, put their old toaster in here, took it back, got the money back for this KitchenAid. Oh well. We got some Kicker speakers here. We got a bunch of these little birds. Tweet along with me. A bushel full of fun. Russ Berry. Okay, Russ. Little stuff like this. I mean, to me it's kind of weird, but some of this stuff will do good in the auction. There's people that collect this stuff, and when you start buying, if you went and bought these things out at some specialty store that sold these, I don't know what they would cost, but at least 10 bucks. If not, sometimes this stuff's, you know, 40, 50 bucks or more sometimes for certain names on all this little stuff like this. We got a little bit of jewelry making stuff. Oh, this whole thing's full of stuff. I don't know. There's an old piece of Tupperware. Actual Tupperware brand. So these are definitely some weird pallets. If you look down in there. Get some insulation. Suitcase. Vases. Here's another big rug and some other stuff. That looks like some kind of case in there. I don't know if it's a gun case or what. Umbrella. Oh, it's opening up. That thing is, there's all kinds of stuff in there. Reindeer moss. Oh, this is nice right here. It's a Tervis tumbler, but it's a Braves one. I might keep that one. I like that one. Outdoor gourmet. Okay, the zipper has gotten something on it to where it won't open. Some kind of paint, or I don't know what this is. Oh crap. Oh Lord. I'm glad you were standing there. This, it's like, see, something got on the zipper right there, and probably got all down in the.
Yeah.
I think it's a. I think this case might just not be no good no more, but I think it's a thermometer maybe or something. Oh, it's a knife, electric knife.
Oh.
All right, all those pallets that I got, I went and got the 2 pallets of what was called hardware pallets, a lot of Lowe's and Home Depot type stuff, and they turned out so good. I went back and I got 7 more pallets with my empty trailer. Ended up with, I got 1 more of the Lowe's type pallet, and then I tried out 5 of the mixed pallets, and then I also got a Halloween pallet. But really good deal as far as pricing goes. The first 2 pallets I paid $6.50 for, because the hardware pallets or more, they're like $300 to $350 a piece. The next 7 pallets, I got all 7 pallets for $700. So everything, 9 pallets for $1,350, $1,350. Ended up with a lot of really nice, you know, household home improvement items. The Halloween pallet that I got on the second load actually turned out really, really good. A lot of costumes, a lot of decor. It was really just packed full. It was just because a lot of the Halloween stuff was flat stuff, costumes, and flat decor, so there's really a ton of stuff in there. The mixed pallets are, they're kind of in the middle. They're good, not great, but they weren't bad because they're pretty cheap too. Kind of odd though, you kind of get anything from brand new stuff to actually some vintage old stuff on there and everything in between. But let's see, I'm going to kind of show a few things here. But like all this stuff here that you're seeing, staplers and all this kind of stuff, this all were all off those hardware pallets. And then like all this paint and everything, the roach bait, look, as you can see, we've already sold majority of this thing right here since it got put out. Paint stripper, plumbing parts, mask, coffee filters, all this stuff down here. Stanley staples, paint rollers. Let's go around to this other side. I think there's some more stuff. Bird food, Comet, damp rid, more paint stripper, sprinklers, more bird food, just all kinds of stuff. Stain, big heavy duty cable staples, you know, to staple like wire and stuff to the wall, ceiling, whatever, you know, whatever the case is. And I mean, stuff like this lamp right here was off of one of the mixed pallets. This was actually in one of the hardware pallets. That wooden wall hanging there, that was off of a one of the mixed pallets. I'm trying to remember what all. It's kind of gotten dispersed all over the place. I don't know if there's anything right in there, but stuff like this, these nice glazed pots, to literally like baseball gear. There was baseball gear on there. I don't know if there's anything. Okay, Halloween stuff. Halloween costumes. Mask. Look at that mask right there. That's pretty cool. That's just a little small part of it. There's a bunch of it over there, but we roll these clothing racks in at night, so it's kind of hard to get to now. All these racks get rolled in at night. They're kind of hard to get to. I'm looking at the back of them right now, but like all this turtle wax, zip wax, wash and shine, that's all off of the hardware pallets. Actually, these rugs here, very nice rugs, were off of the mixed pallets. That rug. Okay, this blower, we tested it works. 59 bucks on that thing. More paintbrushes, like all this caulk, lithium grease, just a wide array of stuff. And let me walk back here to the back and show you what we got going on. All right, all this stuff over here, like all these lamps, this is kind of stuff off of the mixed pallets. All of this artwork, all this stuff, all that artwork, that's stuff that we haven't done anything with yet. And then all these boxes, that's all like a bunch of little small stuff we just haven't had time to look at yet. And then here's more Halloween stuff. All these, I'm actually going to keep all these hanging things, because I had a bunch of these in my yard. I'm going to add a lot more. I just put stakes in the yard, and then you hang these, and you can put them in bushes, back behind bushes, and like in your landscaping. You can put them anywhere, and they're pretty cool. I think I already showed that. Let me walk over this way. Oh, all this Halloween stuff. All this in this buggies, this is all stuff to go out. It's all part of that. This is full of costumes, full of decor. And then there were several blow-ups that were all good and weren't. That blow up there, little ghost blow up. There's like a big archway blow up right here. Look at this thing, 9-foot tall Grim Reaper blow up. That was out of the Halloween pallet. So the Halloween pallet was actually free, but if you average it out in the load, I said it was $100 on that load, but they actually gave this to me free. And like that thing right there is probably 50 bucks. And then there's 3 other blow ups also. Oh, and this weird little thing was on the Halloween pallet. Look at this. It's a rear view mirror. It's like a skeleton hand. But there's a ton more stuff that, like I said, that's already been put out. It's all been dispersed, antifreeze, all onto these shelves, all out into the shelves in here. All the boxes that I showed you in that corner, there's another area where there's a whole nother big mountain of boxes from the hardware pallets that we haven't got to yet. So overall, I'm happy with it, definitely. I like all of the stuff like this, that you get this brand new stuff, the high piece, because it just adds up and you can just sell this stuff for so long. I mean, there's a ton of drill bits here. I'm not going to sell them all in one day, in 1 week, or even 1 month, but it's just kind of a common item that people will buy over and over and over again. And there's a bunch of stuff like that, along with a few, few bigger ticket items like blowers and stuff like that that I've gotten off there. But that's pretty much it. Found a new pallet place. Like I said, I bought 9 pallets over the last week or two. $1,350. I mean, there's a lot of places you can't get a pallet for less than $300, $400, $500, any kind of pallet. So I'm happy, pretty good. I'll definitely be going back. I actually really like the Halloween pallet, and they do have Christmas pallets too, so I'll probably be buying some Christmas pallets coming up. And you know, we'll buy some of them, and I'll go through some of those on the, you know, and do some video of them. But it's kind of hard to really get a detailed video of these because there were so many pallets. There were 9 pallets, and we've been scrambling like crazy to go through them all, so I didn't really get a chance to do a whole lot of detail videos, kind of all over the place. But with there being so much stuff, and I can't just let them sit around, I got to get them moving to keep new stuff coming in. That's what it is. But if you like this video, hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button. It helps us out a lot. Leave a comment, ask questions, and if you haven't already and you want to see more videos about the resale business, then hit that subscribe button. Y'all have a good one.